Let's see here. Who have we not had a chat with? People should have new things to talk to me about. Do you have anything new and interesting?
Back for another lesson. Tough fight on horizon. I fought slavers and kidnapping rings, but nothing like that. Some slavers took a little girl on a colony in the Skepsis system. Girl woke up, fought her way out.
Hey! Hey, Gimme!
To Omega.
Bosses won't let me make it the last time over the rest of the week, so it works out.
Chance on
Hey, Kimmy, how's it going? It has been a while. I'm glad to see that you're back. How you doing? How's everything going? Ooh, we can use the garbage compactor. Pack that garbage. I'm good. We kind of in and out, making dinner and such. Sounds good. Let me know what you're making for dinner when you get the chance.
I was down and out
Oh,
when
right.
I found that gun. Jesse was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took
Just
her
gonna run around in circles.
She didn't have much punch.
Burgers?
but reliable as all
Burgers.
hell.
Wait.
She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once. Damn good rifle.
And we already examined this. The ship model. Yeah, okay. We've nothing new here. Alright. Burgers. So I already ate dinner because I was like, well, I'm gonna go right to bed after I finish streaming.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that
Oh,
can
God.
kill you with a blink.
They're talking about Jack.
Everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
I can keep talking to him. Does he have more interesting stories, or is his stories kind of meh?
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's
But yes, already ate dinner. I had
Last ship
fish and
didn't need a
chips.
shuttle.
Well,
Why do we
French
have
fries, but
This ship
it's
is nearly twice the
called.
mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high gravity worlds.
Huh. Note to self. High gravity. All right, let's see if we can generate some new stories from him.
Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ.
What?
Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men.
Huh.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's all he has. He said time for me to go, so I'm like, all right, time for me to go. Elevator. Okay, now he's done. Old man is done telling stories. He gets more as you do more missions. That makes sense, because then he has old man gets to go, oh yes, I remember the time. So is Zed essentially the boomer of the group? Because I'm getting the vibe that he's the boomer of the group. He's old, he's crotchety, complains, and then it's like, everything's like, oh, it's better than my back in my day.
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant.
Yeah, he's
position
that
of
old
asking
grandpa
for
with a billion
help.
war
I don't
stories
like
to tell.
discussing
Yep.
personal matters, but this is important.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe until she's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
So you think your father's tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close.
Uh-oh.
I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
What do you know about your sister?
She's my genetic twin. We're identical, but she deserves a normal life, and she's going to get it no matter what.
Did your sister's family know about this? Are they okay with being relocated?
They know nothing. They're completely uninvolved. Normal.
Oh,
I told
that's not
Cerberus,
interesting.
And they're coming up with a positive reason to move the family.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in the lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
Sounds like we got a personal quest. I do find it kind of funny how Shepard's head moves when you're running in circles. Like, what? That's not good for your neck. Like, that's not how your neck should be moving. Oh well. Yay, loyalty mission.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the Collectors right now.
Really dodged a bullet.
Ah, Garrus, my boy.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some
Damn it!
calibrations.
Shit. Alright, fine. Bye.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're here. Completing that will give you Miranda's unique scale slam. So, what you're talking about is that,
Commander.
you know, the slam to bring us to the jam? The space jam? Is that's what it does, right? It brings us to Space Jam, right?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger
Where's the
concerns.
boo sound alert? You know what? I'll try to remember to add that.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I'll have to remember to add that. Oh god, the AI core.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Alright, that's restricted. I don't know which boo sound alert to go with, though, because there's a lot of different boos we could go with. I'll have to think about it.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Sweet, someone sent me a message.
Incoming message from Admiral Stephen Hackett, Alliance HQ.
Commander Shepard, I need to discuss a sensitive matter with you privately.
Uh-oh.
I'll take this in my quarters.
Uh-oh. Is the cutscene actually gonna walk us all the way to our quarters? Ooh. Yeah, it is actually gonna walk us right into our quarters and be like, nope, this is happening. Cool, whatever.
Commander, thank you for your time. I'll keep this brief. We have a deep cover operative out in Batarian space. Name's Dr. Amanda Kenson. Dr. Kenson recently reported that she found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion.
So why call me?
Just this morning I received word that the Batarians arrested her. They're holding her in a secret prison outpost on terrorism charges. I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there. As a favor to me, I'm asking you to go in alone.
Having to wait a full 30 to 40 seconds? Yeah, I can see that.
What's Dr. Kenson actually doing out there?
She's a deep cover operative, Shepard. We talk only when I'd heard she was investigating a rumor of a Reaper artifact in the system. Her last report said she'd found it.
What else can you tell me about the operative?
Amanda's a top scientist and Alliance agent working in Batarian space. It's a deadly assignment, and she's one of the few up to the challenge. She and I go back pretty far, Commander. I won't let her rot away in a Batarian torture camp.
Oh, okay.
I thought the Alliance denies the Reaper threat. That must be some proof she found.
Kenson's team found an artifact out in Batarian space. She believes it's a Reaper device, proof that the Reapers are indeed planning to invade. I've known her a long time. If she says she has proof, it's worth checking out.
Because the devs had a brilliant idea, they wanted you to watch the full load animation even if the actual loading operation finished sooner. Oh, that's really annoying.
I have a hell of a squad with me. I'm sure they'd help out.
Kenson is my friend. If the Batarians see a squad of armed soldiers, they'll kill her. This is serious, Commander. Go in with discretion, or don't go at all.
The Batarians won't take kindly to the Alliance breaking into a secret prison.
This is
I mean, yeah, that's probably like a really bad idea to be like, hey, you have to watch this whole thing load.
Save a friend. If it were an official mission, of course the Batarians would be upset. You keep this quiet, Shepard, and there's nothing to worry about.
Well, you know what? I guess we'll save her.
I'll make this a priority.
The prison is hidden underground in a Batarian outpost on Aratat. I'll upload the coordinates now.
One of the bigger changes they made in the Definitive Edition, yeah.
Discovery. We'll debrief you when you're back.
Got it.
Hackett out.
You mean Legendary Edition? This isn't just a Definitive Edition, it's Legendary.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
Just run away mid-conversation. Alright, Legendary. It's... Wait a moment, hang on. Legendary. Wait, what did you say?
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was...
I got Xenoblade on the brain?
The report mentioned that Caden Alenko was there. How did that go?
There's not much to say. The past is the past.
I understand. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Operative Taylor would like to see you over in the armory. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Never mind.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Hey! What do you want?
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase.
But who doesn't chase geese?
Well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
You'd like us to go take a look at the wreck, see if it's legit.
If the coordinates aren't too far out of our way, I could at least verify the wreck. Who knows, maybe there is actually someone out there.
Ooh.
I want to also mention that I don't make a habit of looking for random SOS signals. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this is a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operations stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you.
Ha! Ha!
And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin.
Oh, I figured the name meant something. You learned that recently? Well, now I just learned this.
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it. Even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am. And as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Huh. They're not a great one.
Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but
bones.
Good to close the record.
You know, his dad may be boned. Oh God, that reminds me. So, last night I did some D&D with some friends of mine.
Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You know the best way to be the dungeon master that trolls your players? I guess prank them real hard, because that's what I did. So they all had 5 legendary magic items. Well, they had the choice to take 5 legendary magic items. You can only attune to like 3 usually.
No messages for you, Commander.
So since you can normally only attune to 3, some took other stuff instead. But what's hilarious is something called anti-magic field. Essentially, it's a spell, but you can put it to like a magic item as well, where it's just like, and all magic items lose their powers. It's like, oh yes, yep, that one. That's the group. Poop. Speak to Liara. Oh God. Oh good, Liara's on Ilium. Now we have more reasons to go to Ilium. Alright, well we're down the horizon. Oh hey, we have places that... Alright, I have to actually go make more things at some point. But hey, I can at least scan these planets. Adventure. Adventure Brothers. The mission that we're tracking first is... whichever one I come across first, I guess. Oh, hello? That's the one! We're going to that one. So we're going here. That's what we're doing. The heck happened to all your element 0? What element 0? Never had any. Don't know what you're on about. And... Grunt. Yeah, we're gonna go assassin. You get a big mineral slash resource boost for importing a character from Mass Effect 1. I guess they didn't give it to me.
There is considerable geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Hastrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
Huh. Note to self, do not stand in the sunlight. Oh God! Oh no! Right? Weird.
I'm having serious issues with my shield.
So we'll fight from the shade, but no hiding.
Let's see here.
The gates are here. I've stayed to buy the others down. Anyone who gets this 5,000
Hey, medkit. Oh, good. We did open the gate. I didn't hear a sound, and I was like, did I open the gate or not? Ah, here comes the Geth.
Incoming dropship. Scratch one.
Who the hell said that? Who said scratch one? It's not anyone at my party. That was Garrus? Oh wow. Why'd he sound so different there for a second? Did his voice actor forget what character he was voicing or something? What happened there? Hey, Rich, how's it going? How's everything going?
We should find an alternate path. We're roasting out here.
Maybe it's just the planetary environment doing that to him. That was still Garrus. Ow. Who shot me? Or is that the sun? The slowdown effect might have muddled his voice a little. That probably makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is this? Something here?
I'll take it.
How you doing, Rich? How's everything going? Oh, God. You know, this is exactly what happens with you in the sun around here. You just get cooked alive. I mean, not as fast, but hey.
No shield.
Put them down.
Uh-oh.
Take it.
Hey, Wolfie, thank you for lurking. And I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well for you. Alright. We got our shields back. Now run! Run! Excellent. Wow, that wasn't even a headshot. That was just a gut shit. Goes back to cooking dinner. Ooh. Ooh, dinner. Hmm. The damaged Geth Hunter. Man, normal mode is so easy. Hey, 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 hey. I'm having fun with it. I want to hear it. Sweet. Tempest.
Op 1, this is Squad Leader Kelringer. Come in, over.
Uh-oh.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We were on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found
The
us.
Tempest. That gun is amazing.
Down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
We were a small squad, dozen Marines plus the science team. We're down to half strength now. Made the synthetic bastards pay for it, though.
Uh-oh.
What brought you this deep into Geth-controlled space?
You're asking the wrong person, Shepard. I just point and shoot. Something about the sun. It's going bad faster than it should. Some kind of energy problem.
Huh.
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of the patrol ships found us. Dropships started raining Geth down on our heads before we could get off-world. Systems under Geth control. We knew they made planetary sweeps periodically. We hoped going low emissions would hide us.
Well, I guess it didn't.
Do we have to worry about the Geth sending in reinforcements?
I don't think so. They're patrol ship hasn't lifted off again. The radiation blocks all off-world communication.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that'll work on the Geth.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries our shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Talizor at a security.
That's Adam Baldwin.
Getting Tally out safely is our top priority.
Wait, really? Huh. I never noticed.
You got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tally yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Talizor. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in.
Yay, knew it. See? Look, there's another one.
Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
I think I can fit around that.
Shepard, I have scanned the area and located the demolition charges the coordinates Commander mentioned.
Put it on my radar.
You will need both sets of charges to clear the rubble.
Damn, this slow motion effect.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Whoa, 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 Grunt. We don't need to be eating ass on stream.
I'll put them down.
I've lost shields.
And this is why Infiltrator is God mode in Mass Effect 2.
Scratch one.
Well, Grunt's having a fun time. Oh, look, Tally's journal.
Core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
So that's why you have demolition charges, huh? And that's one of two. We need to find the other ones. Stop dying, Garrus! But it's what he does best, dying. Yeah, you're not wrong. Or at least acting like he's dead. He's got to fake out his deaths to make us worry about him.
Next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment.
By the way, disruptor ammo is really good against Geth. Yeah. Let's see. Where is the next explosive charge? Fragile crate. Station, power cells. There you go. Yay! Demolition charges have been found. Uh-oh. More gaff. Oh god!
Taking heavy fire!
Taking too much fire. If we head to the left, we can flank them.
Oh god. Ha ha! Alright, going to the left. What? This is just a empty room. Oh, never mind. You don't mind us just one-shotting all your dudes from well outside the attack range and going invisible to avoid counterattacks. Yeah, exactly. It's called tactics. Strategy. We just infiltrator things, yeah. Okay, man, that would be a little bit of a tight fit, I guess.
Send it to the sky. You might want to move.
Hey, this time I remember to get out of the way. Good news. I learned from last time. Ah. Ooh. Big boy.
Victorian architecture. There's two words you don't expect to hear together.
Why do we care? Anyone choosing to come here should be on their own.
Our ancestors walked these halls with uncovered heads. The sun must have been normal back then. So much space.
Space.
It's amazing. I wish my friends could see it. I wish Shepard were here.
Joke's on you, Shepard is here.
Tully's order to base camp. Come in, base camp.
Oh, we can just change your weapon loadout.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Tally, it's Shepard.
Shepard? I'm not complaining, but you show up at the strangest times. What are you doing in the middle of Get Space?
I'm recruiting you.
I got a mission, remember? It's dangerous.
How many of those heavy weapons have you tried out? I found the one that's a giant taser and I love it.
Discuss the mission as soon as the gunfire dies down. Call Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
What is this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer Geth shooting at us.
Would it help if I brought in the Normandy?
Doubtful. These buildings are centuries old. If you bring down heavy fire, this whole place could collapse on us.
That's probably not good.
Is anyone else still with you, or are you alone out there?
Rieger had a team of Marines covering me when I ran for the observatory.
The arc projector is also pretty cool. The cane is the most memeable one, though. Oh god.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the Geth, and the console's damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see.
I make no promises about keeping Rieger alive. Wait, why did I get renegade points for that? What the hell?
We've been spotted.
Machine cowards! The drones can hide!
Machine gun. Oh god. Ah, no.
One. Now again.
You may have unlocked it for research. Check out the description if you can find it. Alright. Oh boy, what the hell? Oh, a twofer. I tried to read that like that was some sort of acronym for something. I was like, oh no, that's just twofer. Garrett, get out of the sun! You don't have your sunscreen on! Get out!
Enemy! One left!
No shields!
Yes! Yes!
Oh god, I actually died. That distracted me long enough for me to get killed by that. I was like, what? Alright.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
See, you missed the timing for that now.
The drones can hide! Worthless.
One left to worry about.
Scratch one!
Scratch one!
Scratch one! Weak!
Here, let's go stand in front of him. It'll be fine, I swear. Yep, there he goes. Good job, Garrus. Ow. You know the... Oh, God.
Incoming!
One less to worry about.
And... Okay, good. Oh, I can't hop over that.
My shields are down.
There we go. One less to worry about.
Oh, fuck. Oh, balls.
Worthless. One more.
Oh, God. Ah, no. Drone. Time to go invis.
Yes. Scratch it. Scratch one. There we go.
Oh, God.
One less to worry about. There we go. There we go. Perfect.
Yay, finally got some breathing room.
Hostile!
Garrus, how did you even get over there? How? Why? You know, never mind. Shut up.
One more.
God, these years as Archangel really have changed you. I wonder what kind of SPF you need for the sun out on this planet. Like SPF 10 billion? Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh! Ah! Fuck balls.
Colossus!
Get down.
Ah, balls. At least 10,000.
Shepard. Big things.
Heads up!
One less to worry about.
Concussive shot ready.
Heh! It's a concussive shot. Ow. I have noticed this. Even with disruptor ammo, they're not that good.
Crap's repairing itself.
Wait, oh.
Over here. Get to.
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Squad Leader Cal Rieger, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived. I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Allie's inside over there. Death killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
How many Geth are out there?
The Geth are near platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, and one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
How bad is your suit damage?
Combat SEALs clamp down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
What can you tell me about the battlefield?
Right side's got a catwalk with a sniper perch. You could wreak some havoc from there, but none of my men made it past the Geth. Middle's got cover, but the damn Colossus has a clear shot at you the whole time, and you've got Geth coming in from both sides. The left gives you some cover from the Colossus, but your ass is hanging out for the Geth. That's how I got shot.
Any ideas on how to deal with the Colossus?
Standard protocol with Arbiter-class units is to sabotage the shields and whittle it down, you know? Kill it with bug bites. But the repair protocol blows that plan to hell. You try to wear it down, it just huddles up and fixes itself. So whatever we do has to scrap that bastard fast. Probably means getting up close, past that cover.
We need to get to Tally.
I think those are his ideas,
Just
Shepard.
one. I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger, and I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You know what? You stay down.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe. This is our best.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Keep us alive.
Well, that got me a whole lot, Paragon.
To the right! This should slow him down. This should punch through their armor.
God, this... Okay, the Tempest is just spray and pray. Oh, that's right, I have the collector beam. Ah, laser. Aha.
Enemy!
Immerse us that gets close by. Huh. I really am almost out of ammo with everything. You can't overcome it by shotting in a short burst when you have to shoot at something a little out of your reach. Alright.
I've lost shield.
Well, I'm out of guns. Oh God.
There we go. One less to worry about.
Thermal clips, okay. Ah! Oh god. Alright, I got too aggressive there. Mistakes were made, and I died.
I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
Take one for the team.
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Kilos alive.
I mean, Tally did say that. Oh, hi.
You're up. On the ground, now.
On your sick.
Now we're gonna go this way. Oh god. Oh, okay, that is actually the pounder conduit thing, not the Colossus doing something. I thought those effects from behind were the Colossus. Ow.
My shields are down.
Impact shot.
Ow. Damn it! Did I learn from anything from last time? No.
I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Remember, do I have a sprint button?
My job is to keep Tally safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Kilos alive.
Alright. And nope, I see you already.
He's on our left.
And I missed. Oh, the A button, huh? Go, Garrus, go! 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 Wrong way, Garrus, but alright. Ow!
I've lost shields.
Ow! Ow! Big ouchies. Damn it. Well, that didn't work. Like, okay, apparently the Colossus can see through invisibility. That's a thing noted.
Even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
All right.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
The Groundhog Day
I'm not gonna stand
continues.
there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Kilos alive.
I saw your back.
One more.
Well. Well, like, those shots from the Colossus hone in anyways. So, like, once it already had, like, it just goes up. Like, you'll notice it curves a lot, especially, like, once it gets close in on you. Like, it'll curve to where you are. Alright, Grunt, get out of the way. Hello, welcome to... Oh god. Ah! Kill the Colossus! Suck it, cat! Oh god! Yay! Got power weapon ammo!
A door to keep more gas from getting inside. There, that should do it.
Also, I think that guy may have died, but oh well.
Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
You know, now I can't move on to the next cutscene.
Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
So you saved him?
Thank you all.
No, he's dead! Nope, he died. I heard him go, ah! That means he's dead. He died. Oh, hey, it's Tally.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
Uh-huh.
A lot of Quarians lost their lives here. Was it worth it?
I don't know, Shepard. It wasn't my call. The Admiralty Board believed the information here was worth sacrificing all our lives for. I have to believe that they know what's best.
I didn't ask what some admiral thought. I asked what he thought.
A lot of people died here. Some of them were my friends. All of them were good at their jobs. That damn data better be worth it. The price was too high.
What can you tell me about your research here?
Hastrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
NANI?
NANI?
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star.
Dark energy?
The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase. But Hastrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
Whatever the reason, I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell.
Yes!
I just watched the rest of my team die.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Rieger, you made it.
Oh no, he's a zombie!
As good as you said. Damn Colossus never stood a chance.
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here, Rieger.
The Geth didn't damage our ship. As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty Board and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Ah! Well, alright. Just, yep. Alright, cool, get out of here.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Talizora. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
You know, I feel like... I don't know how I would feel about either one of these choices, because it feels like definitely one of those bait and switch where it's like, who am I agreeing with? Cerberus or Tally? Who am I telling we need to cooperate? Cerberus or Tally? Who the fuck are these statements aimed at? The fuck? This has been a complaint about Mass Effect. That it doesn't give you the actual, hey, this is what I'm actually going to say and to whom.
That's why you're here, Tally. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Talizora the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember, Shepard, these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea. I'll be in engineering.
She has a point about
Don't forget
that.
to introduce yourself to EDI, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
I like how she just turns and glares and goes, the fuck's wrong with you? Damn.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications.
Oh, right.
In addition to interfacing with this allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Like, do you know who you're talking to? Look, yeah.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Sweet. Soldier here gave me this content mission. Gonna stop these collectors. Took my son and brother. If you found them. Okay, cool. Answer request approved. Okay, cool. Yay! Let's go bug other people. Let's go bug Tally since we haven't done that yet. Someone's eventually gonna take residence up in here. I don't know who. Oh, it's Jack. Never mind.
Tight little group you got here. And a pretty nice ship. You'd be rich if you took to piracy, but you wouldn't. I can't figure you, Shepard. Doesn't matter. I've got to talk to you about something. I'm listening. I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them.
Uh-oh.
You know I have a history with Cerberus.
What?
You know how far back it goes?
Darling, Gabby, I wasn't listening.
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack. Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
Woof.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Yeah, you know what?
Set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go have some fireworks. I mean, besides, just to remind Cerberus, fuck you sometimes.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a crowbar?
Well, ain't that peachy?
Alright, you two.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Oh, never mind.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Oh, hey, there's Tally.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus, they know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Yes!
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance. Let me know if you get the components for the shield enhancements. We'll need them against the collectors.
The collect.
Have you got time to talk?
Yay, we can actually talk.
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Gath on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
Have you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of two major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related
Oh,
to
alright,
defense
so
or
Admiral
meeting
one
media
survives.
faction. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right
Presley's dead. Damn.
Does it look like they're pulling the strings, Tally? I'm not working for them. They're working for me.
So you ordered the listening devices and tracking beacons that are all over this ship. I know you need resources to fight the collectors, but be careful, Shepard.
I would say it's both of these.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help.
Rip Presley.
For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
Well, alright. Where to next? Yeah, Gotha. This one seems, this system has a lot going on in it, it seems. Oh god, Ilium is the planet with everything going on. Apparently. There we go. Well, we're gonna go here then. Ilium. Eh. Oh god, we only have like 3 slots left, don't we? Oh well. I guess Jacob gets to come along. Yeah, but I also have to get probes for that.
Welcome to Nosastra, Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
That's a lot of firepower for a friendly welcome. Expecting trouble?
We're the gateway to the Terminus systems, Commander. That element of risk requires greater security. Liara Tassoni vouched for your conduct and paid all fees you would normally incur. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
What can you tell me about Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot
Is
of
it
new
really?
cultures and goods because of our proximity
Is it
to
really,
the Terminus
though?
systems. At the same time, Ilium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against...
Look, there's a fuel depot right there in this system. Oh. Is that how you get probes?
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Ilium is a free trade world, Commander. Contract term requirements are more relaxed here than on other planets. It's a small price to pay for keeping our competitive edge in goods from the Terminus systems.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Ilium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Ilium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a Terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
Slavery? That's disgusting.
I can't believe an Asari world would allow slavery.
We try to avoid calling it slavery. All indentured servants on Ilium have voluntarily agreed to a term of service. Most choose indentured service as a means to pay off debt or avoid imprisonment. A contract holder is
That's still
responsible for the
slavery.
well-being of her servant,
It's still slavery.
and a servant's duties are agreed upon before the contract is signed.
Still slavery. Don't care.
You said Liara was here? What is she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well.
I'm gonna burn this whole place
As
to
I
the
said,
ground
you'll
now.
find her near the
Just
trading
burn it
floor.
all.
She was looking forward to seeing you.
Do you have any recommendations about what to do on Nosastra?
Our trading center is directly ahead. You'll find restaurants and shops nearby as well. I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. You can find things on Nosastra that you can't find anywhere else in the galaxy.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
Thank you.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
Out of spite, I won't.
Customs records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well.
We have a lot to talk to Liara about, apparently.
We were always told that Ilium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Signed the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega.
Oh, goody. So this is just a fancy shithole.
Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard?
What do you want?
You're Commander Shepard. I saw your, I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere.
We met?
I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
What message were you asked to give?
Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
I'm glad to hear that you're rebuilding. Are you somewhere close by?
The Rachni Queen is not here. That message is one of many memories I carry from her. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
Oh boy.
How did you find the Rachni?
Yeah.
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
I guess you wouldn't be alive if we didn't save the Rachni then.
You obviously got off world again. Did the Rachni give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been. The Rachni are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
Huh.
You said the Queen gave you a purpose. What do you mean?
The Queen shared her song with me as I recovered. I saw the Rachni as only an Asari could. They are so beautiful and so vulnerable. They needed someone to purchase things they cannot make themselves. Someone to work within the system. An agent, if you will. I am happy to help. My life as a courier was empty and shallow. Now I'm helping a great race rebuild itself.
You were really comfortable walking away from your old life?
You're concerned that the Queen is controlling me. I understand, but it doesn't work like that. Our minds were in perfect harmony. I saw their beautiful spirit and their need. I knew what I had to do. If some part of that is suggestion, then it was a side effect from their efforts to save my life. I am happy.
Interesting.
Can you tell me where the Rachni are?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have that information myself any longer.
But then how are you their agent?
The Rachni Queen. That information was removed. It's not painful, but I simply don't remember. I'll remember when I need to. And her caution is understandable. The galaxy isn't yet ready for the return of the Rachni.
I got that she was grateful. What else was her message saying?
That the first Rachni war was a mistake. Something soured the voices of her people. In Rachni psychology, that would be like mind control, I think. It doesn't really translate. Anyway, she believes you are fighting the ones who did that, and she promises to help.
If you can pass a message back, tell her that I'm watching. Don't make me regret setting her free.
You won't. She seeks only peace. Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
Well, okay, that was random as fuck.
Holy crap, Shepard? I thought you were dead. Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie. It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria in.
Oh, this person! I almost forgot about her.
If I recall correctly, Miss Parasini, you owe me a beer.
That I do. Have a seat.
We're just gonna make Jacob and Garrus stand this whole time.
About.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
What beer? Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. A sorry merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Are you talking to her and showing you some good stuff? Ah, yes. This went so well for me the first time around. I'm sure it'll go great this time around. What can go wrong?
I'm looking for the best tech upgrade.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
I'm a big spender.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Oh.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to fine you out of business.
Is that everything you needed?
Everything and more. You're a lifesaver, Shepard.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him.
Damn.
Oh, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Alright, that actually went well. I don't know how that happened, but here we are.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Novaria anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only middling at the science, but I could always ferret out secrets. You grow up poor and surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover.
That is something to worry about, alright.
It must be hard going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class.
Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evident, and they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around.
I wonder if she'll return for Mass Effect 3. Who knows?
A Batarian trading group has announced plans to sue the Citadel Council. The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste system, and that
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Asana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. Lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope. Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Oh. I thought you were actually someone I could talk to for a quest, but apparently you're not. Holy vey. Well. You.
Sorry, I'm busy right now.
Alright, fine, then I won't talk to you. I have no idea where I'm going at the moment. Ah, boy. You'll have to see.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
I don't know, some of them seem dangerous.
No, I haven't had any luck yet. She insists it was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
So much shady shit happening here. Oh look, a Krogan.
Oh, blue rose of Ilium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of T'Chung. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
What? Since when do Krogans do poetry? Also, hello?
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
The Krogan's reading those love poems to get your attention?
His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
So why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense.
Wow, that's fucking weird.
It made me wonder if he really likes me. Or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know. Because of the genophage.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
Yeah.
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
Leave eternity unembraced and grapple in the glorious struggle that is us. Here
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Oh. Alright. What to do in this situation? Take. You know what? I don't think it's our place to get involved in this relationship. Like, I don't like either one of these things. Because it should be her choice to make this decision. Not ours. It's not our place to decide her relationship.
I'm not sure what to tell you. Good luck either way.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
She wants advice, though.
Blue rose of helium. You have blossomed in a tower of glass and plastic. But beauty under glass is untested and weak. Where are your honored dead? To fertilize the ground that you might grow strong.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Oh no.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I'm charged for 50 hours.
This one has forgotten whether its heat sink is over capacity.
Considers
itself fortunate. Think wrong. This one doesn't have time for your soul.
I mean, look. No matter what would happen, like if we give her our advice that we'd give her would be essentially telling her, "Hey, this is how you should handle your relationship." Like, yeah, sure, it's advice, but that's what she would do, isn't it? We'd be making that decision for her.
I need minimal heat increase and speed.
Stars, your skin looks amazing. You're not using biotics to touch things up, are you? Actually, I just...
God, there's so much stuff going on in the background.
The matron stage.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
Oh, hi, Jacob. What are you doing here? Oh, right, I brought you on this mission.
We'll figure
something
no.
out.
Stop work. I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
You said that bachelor parties are for
Okay.
very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very... limber. I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Oh my god.
That makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
This isn't as bad as I feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay. You see that bit there?
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight. That can't be sanitary. Not the point, man.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us.
Oh my god.
I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all. You're both wrong. Asari look just like Bluturians. Look at the head fringe. Wait, you don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you? Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Ilium.
Well, I suppose watching just one more dance wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit. As long as I'm not paying for the drinks.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not
Okay.
get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
It's okay, I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. if you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Ilium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
If slavery's legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
You know, no, I'm not even gonna bring that up as a possibility of buying her.
I don't have time for this.
Fine, more power to you.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we...
The Asari are how advanced? And this is what money is still power. Same old, same old. Doesn't seem like they're so far ahead, does it?
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
It's always the same thing.
Ooh, she could get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
You'll find someone out there who cares about you for who you are. Someone whose food you can eat even.
Can I help you with something?
I know a slaver who'd like to sell you the service contract for a Quarian programmer.
Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
That makes sense.
I'll tell the slave broker. Hopefully she'll understand.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could...
You again. Did you talk to Synthetic Insights about purchasing my slave's contract?
They've got a policy against taking slaves. They're also having financial problems.
I knew this was a stupid risk. The economy is too unstable to be taking on risky projects.
I'm sorry.
Please, this is not your fault. It is my responsibility to care for you. I will think of something.
Oh God. Ah!
Come on. You said that Ilium has a whole system for contracts. Where there's a system, there's wiggle room.
Well, I don't want to keep her because I don't think I can maintain her health.
Isn't there some kind of clause that lets you release someone for health reasons?
Wait. Yes, there is. I can claim medical necessity. She will be free, and 80% of my contract price will be refunded. It was never meant to apply to Quarians, and they'll close that loophole after we use it, but it will work for us. Thank you. Here, for your trouble. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to go free my slave.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Ah ha ha! There we go. I managed to do this whole thing, and no one had to be a slave. There we go.
So it's not like we can...
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, fine. Well, alright. Apparently we're not that person. But haha, suckers! No slavery around here! Now where the hell's Liara? Alright. Trading floor.
Ilium is the gateway to the Traverse. But is that gate open too wide? Investment think tanks are noting concerns that new technological discoveries may upset the market balance.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says, I own this room. I own you.
Nosastra has recently received an unexpected visitor in the form of a rare Justicar calling herself Samara. Samara denied our request for an interview. Dark about what brought a
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both my suit and Asari physiology?
Absolutely. In fact, I use this model at home, sir.
Oh. Do you?
Huh.
Navacorp has been implicated in a massive financial scandal with authorities investigating a number of trade.
Oh, there we go.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nixeris, hold my calls.
Hold them. Literally, hold them. I gotta chat with the bartender? Not now. I'm busy.
My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Liara.
We mind
How are you
fucked. In front of people, too.
I'm doing well. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back. Gunning for the collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here. Things I need to take care of.
But what about that time in front of everybody? Were we fucked?
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara.
Huh.
You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
You just knew that?
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
How's your own work going?
Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. It should be about friendship or trust. But that's not the way it works on Ilium. Let me know when you hack those terminals.
Alright.
Give me that, and I can talk to you.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere near... Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant.
Yes. Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence.
Do you?
I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
What's Liara's reputation here on Ilium?
She is greatly respected. In a few short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections. She could have even more political power than she already wields if she weren't so focused on her personal goals. But I believe she should tell you about that, not me.
Okay, bye.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly and asymmetrical. You want to know a secret? I had it done.
Let's see here. Where am I going again? Let's see here.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So the total comes to 116,440.
Oh, of course.
Discipline, teamwork, confidence. When you join the Blue Suns mercenary group, you get...
Where the hell am I?
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
Oh yeah, we'll talk to you finally.
Welcome to Eternity. I'm Athena, sorry matriarch and bartender. What can I get you?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations.
That sounds like a fight to
commando
me.
Stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
Dang.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
Oh really? She's a fan favorite?
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars?
Yeah, when he was young. Love showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. As a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping Arachnite Queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
Oh my god. I mean, since you said to tell you that she's not awesome, I'm gonna have to tell you she's not awesome because you told me to say that. So there you go. You brought this upon yourself, Hank. I want you to know that.
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
That's the exception.
Look, I'm doing what you told me to do. That's your fault.
I had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. All that Asari wisdom got the Destiny Ascension blown to hell, and now you humans are in charge. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Catch you anything else?
I'd like something to drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides. Once saw Krogan drink a liquefied Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Also, where are these Red Bulls? The mystery drink. Hey, look! Brandy. Yeah, but mystery drink. It could be anything. It's a mystery. It could even be a boat. We're gonna buy the mystery drink. Whoa! Why is there... What the hell?
Oh, that's sweet. But I'm okay. A little
Alright.
dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
Have fun being drunk. Oh god.
Anyway, if worst comes to worst, I did have a stimulation program.
Oh god, yeah, no.
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
Fine, be that way.
So then he says, "Oh, it's okay. I'll run the last."
Where am I going?
So it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I wonder how long this will last. Oh, it's already gone. Never mind.
Entertainment would like to respond to complaints about our upcoming film, Blasto the Jellyfish Stings. The Hanar Anti-Defamation Association claims that our portrayal of Blasto...
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course, I can help you with the concept and figure out what options work for you.
We hope that you, the viewer, will decide whether we have done Blasto justice. And to allow you to decide, all first day purchases are 30% off. Ilium Entertainment thanks you for your support.
Not where I wanted to go.
A Batarian trading group has announced plans to sue the...
Yeah, he already stopped. Cool.
The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste system, and that by limiting the slave trade, the council is violating their cultural rights. The indentured servitude market closed down 3 points, with representatives decrying the unwanted controversy.
There we go. This is the way.
Another difficult development for human expansion as the colony of Horizon has been attacked. The council has pledged to investigate the matter thoroughly.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Nasana Dantius didn't give us time to pack.
Complexes are rejoicing, however.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Name's Shepard.
Meh.
Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Ooh.
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him.
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nasana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets.
Ah!
She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined,
Ooh,
but very well equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more
Oh,
power
it's
here
this
in
bitch!
Nostra. She uses it to keep her friends in check. And her
You know
enemies
what?
dead.
Yeah, no. Please tell me we have to get to kill her.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers. Penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nasana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
Do you know anything else about Thane?
Not much. He did say that he's not doing the hit for money. Nobody hired him. I wanted to know who I was helping, and he said he's doing this job on his own. That he had to restore the balance of his life. I don't know. Maybe he's crazy. If he takes down Nasana, I don't care why he does it.
You're just offering your help. No strings attached?
You're going to look for Thane. Nasana's mercenaries will try to stop you. At the least, you'll distract her guards. Take a little fire, give Thane a clear shot. I didn't hire him to kill Nasana, but I won't shed any tears when she gets what's coming to her.
Let's go then.
Good. I'm tired of this crap. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
Yay! Oh, it's gonna load us right into it. Excellent. Awesome. Cool. So, a bit of cheeky murder. Alright. Gonna correct that mistake. Bring the squad. Of my disruptor ammo.
The towers are heavily guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
I have
There they
spent
are,
some.
Antio's towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
We might find him before it goes that far.
Maybe. At least you'll know where he's headed.
Alright, let's do this.
Hold on.
Yeah, I do remember Nasana. Since, yeah, she was in Mass Effect 1. She was the person that had to kill her sister, the slaver. Like, we just went over that. Uh-oh, that can't be good. Oh, they're called Loki, man. Sorry, I was just trying to get popcorn. What kind of popcorn? Did you just get regular popcorn, or did you get something special? Oh no, this poor Solarian.
He's still alive.
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Who did this to you? And why?
We're just night workers. Nasana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
They just attacked you?
Yes. They were too slow. It was horrible. Everyone screaming. The mechs said there was no time. Nasana wanted us out of the way immediately. Then the dogs.
He's not going to make it if we don't help him.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Really? This guy? Why?
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
Any idea how many mercs Nasana's got?
A lot.
A lot, of course. Good. There's more for us to kill.
Find more the further up you go.
Why would Nasana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Let's get moving.
Drop!
Hit. Bad dog. No biscuit. Alright, Hank, I want to know something. Out of all the special, like, flavor popcorns and stuff that exist out there, what is your favorite? Like, is it like the caramel popcorn, stuff like that? White cheddar. Huh. I guess that makes sense.
What's the status?
Too late. Now you're dead.
I recently discovered popcorn with chocolate drizzle and it was like crack. Okay, see, that sounds amazing. I want... Alright. I'm really tempted at some point to get like some chocolate syrup and then like pop a bag of popcorn and like put it into a bowl and now put some like chocolate syrup over it. It was? Ooh. I'll have to try to make something like that. Ooh, maybe throw some Tonys in there as well. So it's like spicy and chocolatey. Actually, Hank, you know what Tony's is. Have you ever put Tony's in your popcorn before? Oh fuck. Yeah. What? Not popcorn, no. You should put. All right. I want you to try it sometime. It's like, if you ever wanted spicy popcorn, that's the way. That doesn't sound appetizing. It is, actually.
What's to worry about?
Not gonna lie. I find it appetizing. Then again, I really like spicy foods.
Hey, I think he went in here.
We'll go get him.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Nathana's not paying you to stand around.
Fine. But
Oh, hi. Yeah, no, that was a bad engagement.
Scratch one!
You know, you're not... Oh, you're not a fan of super spicy? Fair enough.
Firing a high-impact shot!
There's some things that are meant to be spicy and I'm cool with that to an extent, but popcorn is not on that list. Look, anything can be spicy if you try hard enough. I mean, I've made eggs spicy once. That was interesting. Or even like hamburgers. I'm not willing to try that hard.
Firing a high-impact shot.
I guess I don't know what it says about me if I'm willing to try that hard for spicy. Although I do want to try the sauces from hot ones. Really spicy things hurt your insides. I mean, that's kind of the point. Yeah. You're a masochist, is the way you're telling me. Yeah, you're probably not wrong about that. I mean, I hang around Cody, so yeah. That explains it. Yeah. I mean, it's true though. Burn. You know, Cody's probably sitting somewhere at work right now, just being like, "Why am I on fire?" God, there's a lot of dudes here. And robots.
Yeah, right on your ass.
All right. Oh, this is the elevator door.
We're a little exposed out here, especially if anyone's in that elevator.
We should get behind stuff.
Ebony, have a pleasant stay.
Stop hiding this hellback! Krogan's charging! You ready for
Hey, look, I solved the problem of the Krogan. And I disintegrated his ass. Speaking of burns, remember you have incinerate. Oh yeah.
One more.
Oh, okay, cool. That is true. I keep forgetting about it. That's how the buttons in the setting work? You just slam your fist on them?
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5. Don't worry. My team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nisana's mercs. Who are you?
Answer my questions and I'll let you go.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you shoot me, my team's right through there.
Bye!
How about goodbye?
Harsh, but I guess he had it coming.
Fuck him.
He's all over the place.
What do you mean?
We've got reports of him on multiple levels. We think he's traveling through the ducts.
I'm not paying you to think.
One less to worry about.
I've lost contact.
Goodbye.
Concussive shot ready.
I got nothing more to say. How about goodbye? It says, and I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Please give me a report.
Ooh, new sniper rifle.
Answer me, damn it. It's about time. What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nisana.
Damn it.
You know, the only thing I'm disappointed was the fact that we didn't just like Spartan kick the dude out. Ah, fuck.
My shields are down.
Mind over matter.
Oh. Oh, really? You're not a fan of this one? I guess like with the slow-mo, it doesn't really make it feel that great. I'll be honest. Ooh, medkit. It does feel kind of clunky. Goodbye.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Goodbye. I don't know, how does it feel? It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, I'll be honest. Cyber was up doing big damage in one shot, yeah. Yeah. Alright, out of all the hacking minigames, I hate this one the most.
This is valuable.
Yay, research data. And more meds.
We've been spotted.
I don't care what you do. No one gets across that bridge.
Goodbye. You hate this? You hate the sniper rifle too?
What the hell are you waiting for? Just kill them.
You're dead. Weakening them.
On the ground, now!
Oh yeah, the minigame with the matching text? Yeah, I hate that too. Yeah, no, you're right. Like, it gets me really anxious about every time, because I'm like, I have to wait for this thing to show up. But I do, in fact, hate the matching minigame. It's just, what can you do while you're waiting? Not much.
Nice shooting.
Harness is like the best way. You can't. You clearly don't. I'm just like, you clearly don't have anxiety. Yeah. Clearly. Like, you're just sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I don't like waiting. I really don't.
I'm sending in reinforcements.
Like, it's a combination of impatience and, like, anxiety. And that one does, yeah, it does demand a lot of your attention as well. Knock, knock, bitch!
Shepard, but you're dead. I got better.
Now you're here to kill me.
You're really paranoid, aren't you?
Don't patronize me, Shepard.
Charming as ever.
I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what?
You really think I'm here to kill you?
Do you have another reason for destroying my tower? Decimating my security?
I'm just looking for someone.
You expect me to believe that? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me a price. We can make this problem go away.
All the credits in the world won't make this problem go away, Nasana.
Who the hell gave you the right to play God? I may not be perfect, but look at you. We both kill people for money. What's the difference?
You kill people because you think they're beneath you. They're in your way. I kill people because they leave me no choice.
Ooh.
You've got a choice. You don't have to do this. I can tell you. What? I heard something. Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who?
Oh, look! Well, yay! She's dead.
Impressive. You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Oh, hey, it's your husband? Is your boy Thane?
I came a long way to talk to you.
One moment. Prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
She certainly was wicked.
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nasana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
Let's cut to the chase. I need you for a mission.
Indeed.
You're familiar with the Collectors?
By reputation.
By reputation, huh?
They're abducting entire human colonies. Freedom's Progress was their handiwork.
I see.
We're going after them.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They tell me it's a suicide mission. I intend to prove them wrong.
A suicide mission? Yes. A suicide mission will do nicely. I'm dying.
What?
Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
You're dying. Are you contagious? How long do you have?
If you're interested, we can discuss it on your ship. The problem isn't contagious, and it won't affect my work.
I hadn't heard that. Is there anything I can do?
Giving me this opportunity is enough. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
Oh, alright. Wait. Okay. Let's say, oh, I guess they really did boot us off. It's like, alright, get off of Elim, you did your thing.
Stories, Krios. Sounds
Let's
like
go
you'll
board
be an
thing.
asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
What the fuck, Jacob?
My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
Let's see.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, you weren't there to pick him up.
And he may not.
God. But we still have other people to go recruit on Ilium. I'm gonna try to do that. Fun fact, Thane has the highest base weapon damage in the game, up to plus 50%. It has some great powers, including the Strutter ammo. Interesting. I guess we do have to actually click back onto Ilium, even though we're just there. Thane's very good at killing organics. Does that include the Geth as well?
Commander, Morden requests to see you.
Alright, what does he want? I guess I'll go talk to Morden. Geth are not organic, alright. What do you want?
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
You stopped the Krogan adaptation to the genophage.
Part of a team. Scientists, all different types. Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear.
They're synthetic,
I'll wait to
okay.
determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Bloodpack. Talk to them or clan chief.
Alright, there. Now we have a loyalty quest for Morden as well.
For you, Commander.
I also want to recruit the Justicar. Let's see here. Garrus and Thane, come with me. Put one into that. Let's see, where was I going again? Journal! Tyler's a synthetic specialist? Okay, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, I guess I will.
The council thought that Blasto, the first NR Spectre, would play by the rules.
This one has forgotten whether its heat sink is over capacity. It wonders whether the criminal scum considers itself fortunate.
Why not? I did it after you tried.
He's got a lover in every pore and a gun in every tentacle.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara. Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Thanks for the help.
Transportation hub away!
Of course. If there's any
yeah, I did hear that Clint Eastwood reference.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
By the stars, your skin looks amazing. You're not using biotics to touch things up, are you?
Actually, I just tried.
I need minimal heat increase. And speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
Transportation is where? Oh well. Figure this out. Dara's through that door under the stairs. Okay.
It looks like they're shutting down the whole building. There's a lot of damage. Why didn't we make backups? How hard is it? No one.
Oh, there's transportation to the door.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return
You
your
can
system
sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
These are the Terminus system.
No, I haven't had any luck yet. She insists it was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
That's what I'm supposed to. Something terminal.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required.
Hi there.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Relax. I just need to speak
Did
with
she
her.
kill someone already?
Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Boy.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent.
Huh.
But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Huh.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with
Yeah.
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human, do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic
Damn!
incident just
You
waiting
know,
to happen.
you're fair to call us out for that one.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Huh.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders.
Interesting.
Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain.
So they're like
and
paladins.
They die before breaking their oaths.
Alright, well. Just a head nod and hailing a cab. Awesome. You and... Alright, we'll try Thane out. Oh, hey. Good news. Yeah, that. The fuck?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
Remember to swap weapons if you don't want to keep using that sniper rifle. That's okay. I'm just trying to give it a fair shot before I decide to ditch it forever.
Just showed up.
Shot, get it? Because it's a sniper rifle?
She'll only kill the
genius.
agents, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
Oh boy, talk to the locals. I mean, these guys.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
Oh goody, more Eclipse.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants.
Something tells me you're
But
not
they
actually
killed him,
innocent.
So they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dagny Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
Whatever, nerd.
I should go.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
Interesting.
I hear you can buy red sand from the Eclipse. Just don't cross them.
I wonder what happens if we cross this. No? Huh.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Sawi does, I guess.
Oh.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our two lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident, but her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying. I'll lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders. I'm thrilled to help you.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
We can disobey suicidal orders. Why wasn't I told?
That's about twice a day.
Our mission is more important than all of our lives. Anaya's superiors are just being foolish.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. In order to
Alright, that was genuinely good.
Unless I can get her
Wait, we can not follow suicidal orders since when?
How do I get to the crime scene?
Owned.
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
There we go. Alright then, let us go into a crime scene. Consider this extra stock supply. Ship the rest of the Thyax as normal to station. No, alright. I like Lutus.
Bravo squad prepped. Alpha squad went after that Justicar. Open fire!
And cool. Maybe. But huh. I guess this is now an active crime scene. Yeah.
Those were my best troops.
Were, yes.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
Oh, good lord, she has powers.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse Sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
I'm Commander Shepard, and I need your help with a critical mission, Samara.
You honor me, but I am in the middle of an investigation.
I need you to help me take down the Collectors.
The Collectors are a worthy foe. I would relish testing myself against them, but I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive.
Oh, well,
I cornered her here, but the Eclipse Sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
Yep.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Can you tell me more about Justicars?
Tell me more!
Individuals who have forsworn
of how matter of fact she is about it. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool.
Weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
Ilium may be dominated by Asari, but it isn't in Asari space.
My quarry fled to this place. I am sworn to hunt her down, and I will follow anywhere she goes. It is rare for a Justicar to leave Asari space, but I must follow my oath. If I suffer for it, I will accept that.
Huh.
A moment ago, you refused to give up your investigation, but now you'll swear to follow me?
If I stay, I will be compelled to kill many innocents to escape incarceration.
Like me.
I may be killed, and my quarry would be free to continue murdering. If I come with you and survive your mission...
Tomorrow's super cool. She's one of your favorites. Okay.
To do that, I need the ship's name to track her to her next hiding place. It is a simple choice.
A slim chance is better than no chance.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the right path.
Do you have any leads?
The Volus merchant Pitney IV is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Well, I've got to get back to my station. And I guess I've got to take you with me.
Thank you, Shepard.
Oh, hey, there's Pitney. Wow, that's incredibly convenient.
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
You said you didn't know anything about all this. You got one chance to change that statement.
What do you mean, Earth Clan? Oh dear. Please put that away. I'll be cooperative, I swear.
Tell me everything.
I smuggled a chemical onto Ilium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic.
That's not what I was asking about! Maybe?
I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse. So they are perturbed and want to kill me.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally come.
It helps that she's amazing in combat, has the best unique power in the game.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal in the making. You want something.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy.
Oh, there we go.
Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
Oh, goody. Huh. Oh, there's the renegade points. There we go. I was like, where are my renegade points? I guess I'm going through here.
They've seen us.
Go down to the sea.
Ten.
Shepard, my scans confirm that the chemical compound will boost biotics. Concentrated exposure will cause severe tissue damage. I recommend limited exposure.
And
Concussive shot ready.
boop. The snoot. Boop. Oh, okay, well. Someone was in here muttering about something. It's time to erect the Eclipse scumbags. Don't you touch it. Don't you touch it. Uh-oh, you done goofed.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot. I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
What do they do here that you don't like, Elnora?
I thought we'd be flying around the galaxy shooting up bad guys and stuff, right? But no. They just sell red sand and illegal weapons tech. They even smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world.
What does Ardat Yakshi mean?
It's an ancient Asari word for something that I thought was just a superstition until now. It means demon of the night winds. I didn't think they were real, but the boss said this scary lady was one.
What do they do here that you don't like, Elnora?
I thought we'd be flying, but no. They just sell red sand and illegal weapons tech. They even smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world.
What ship did they use for the smuggling?
Wow, I have no idea. It was a few days ago, and like I said, I'm new. They didn't tell me anything.
Get out of here, Elnora. If you so much as jaywalk, I will find you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going. Thank you.
Get out of here before I see you again.
Oh, what's this?
You've been spotted.
Weakening their integrity.
Oh, hi.
I'll tear you apart.
Nice shooting.
Meh.
I'll weaken them.
Got no shield.
What's this? Oh, god dang it, not this one. Hey, Tom! How you doing? How's everything going? Hopefully things are going well. I hate this hack so much. There we go. Soon to be back to sleep, hopefully. Just want to pop in and say hey. Hey! Glad that you came in. Hope you had fun with D&D last night. I know it went on a little long. But yes, make sure you get your sleep. Oh god, no, no, no! So much fun, it was great, excellent.
Weakening their integrity.
Excellent shot.
Oh god. I actually came up with an idea for another one-shot, actually, Dom. And it'll be, completely different from anything I've ever done before, actually. But, when I have time for D&D again, I'll have to see about, you know, or I guess, well, when the situation comes, I'll have to do it.
Akira be praised.
But it's definitely completely different from anything I've ever done before. And I'm serious about how different it is. Two Godzillas. No, 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 no. You'll have to play in it to see. I mean, I've done two Godzillas before already. That's already happened.
They've seen us.
Given how many weeks we have, we're off, and new one-shot idea sounds good though. Yeah.
Firing a high impact shot.
Mind over matter.
You've had a party fight two Godzillas? I mean, technically, they encountered two Godzillas. They just decided to help one Godzilla beat the other Godzilla. That's all. Oh look, plutonium. Gunship. Hey, Tank, how you doing? We're doing alright, we're doing alright.
Heavy weapon.
How are things going for you? Okay, no? Oh, hi.
Shooting.
Okay, so it wasn't just two Godzillas ambushing them? I mean...
You're dead.
Oh god. So...
I'll tear you apart.
There we go.
Boop.
Never saw me coming. Firing high impact shot.
Yeah. You know, that gunship took off. I was actually surprised. I thought it would come back for, you know, to fight us, not just fly off.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that
Got love in center. Yeah.
Up close, exploding rounds. Blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Oh, God. No! Well, I'm gonna have to go kill Eleanor.
Was the killer. If we'd known.
Detective and I would be interested in this.
Well, we'll deal with that later. And you let her go. Hey, you know what? Now we know. Boop. I'll deal with her when the time comes, alright? Yeah, I hope we get to do the thing where we can just play that recording to her and be like, oh god. Oh god. Why did I pop out of cover? Why? Why would you pop out of cover, Shepard? That way you wouldn't be out of cover. Oh god. Well, that answers the question of whatever happened to that gunship then.
One step closer.
Oh, I was like, where did that robot go?
Gunship. Above.
My shields are down.
Firing high impact shot.
Oh, hell.
I'll
This fight, this thing, huh? Running. Aha! But you see, if I do this, and we're done. Oh look! Hey look, I solved the problem. Problem solved. Oh great, another bypass. Oh. And there we go. And Eclipse Terminal. Here, just have money.
This looks like a shipping manifest. It shows that Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't the information Samara needs, but it proves the Volus is a criminal.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
We gotta keep moving.
Well, what do you know? The Volus is also a criminal. Who would have guessed? Who the hell? Alright, you talk. Why are you here? Why'd you bump into my thigh? You touched me. I don't like it.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
I don't know what drugs you're on, but stay back and I won't shoot you.
You will regret your scandalous words. I am a great wind that will sweep all before me like a...
Oh, God.
A great wind. A great biotic wind.
Oh, God. Munchkin, you love this?
Yes. The Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying.
A great wind.
I began to
So he's a
smell
big
my
fart.
Greatness. They may laugh when I fall over.
Behold the biotic god.
I know in my head that I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me.
Are you part of Pitney 4's trade group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
He hasn't reported your disappearance. Probably so his departure will get delayed.
I get the distinct impression Pitney prefers money to friends.
I will reconstruct
I too like to
revenge
declare when I'm a
upon these
biotic
people.
god to anyone who will
First,
listen.
the leader
I am a
of the mercenaries
biotic
in the
god.
next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
Shepard, this guy couldn't tie his bootlaces, much less fight.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
Wasea will tear you apart. Take a nap. You'll feel better.
Are you mad? I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last. But, Great Wind, biotic god, what was I saying? I'm tired. You may be right. Yes, I'm tired.
The biotic god needs his beauty rest.
Destroy the universe later.
Destroy the universe.
So much for godhood.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, destroy the universe later. That's usually my thought on things. Ooh, new shotgun. It's like, yes, I'll destroy the universe later. First, naps are important, so, you know, just say.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you. At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass.
Heads up!
Kill them all! Taking Heather!
Ah! Well, that didn't go so well. Oh god. You know, the best part is she's dead. The scimitar's legit terrible shotgun. Her damage per shot is way too low. Wow.
Must be around here.
Ooh, we're gonna. Oh, great. Another hack of one of these. Great. Okay, at least that one didn't make me wait so long. Oh. Excuse me, Thane. There's a Justicar here, probably looking for the one we sent off on the AML Demeter. I was happy to see her go. She chilled me to the bone. I just hope this Justicar doesn't mess up my operations.
That must be the ship Samara was looking for.
Should we head back to the police station and give her the name? Or look around first?
Let's give her the name and keep moving.
The Viper can get away with low damage because it's a sniper rifle and it fires 3-round bursts, but the Scimitar has no such advantage. It's just bad. Wow. Feels bad, man.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every sorry does, I guess.
Oh, hang on, you.
Thank you for removing the Eclipse threat, Earth Clan. It will take them months to rebuild their organization.
Yeah, about that.
Also, merely out of curiosity, when you were poking about, did you perhaps run across a shipping manifest that belongs to me?
It has a large ammo capacity, but the energy's not going to wait for you. Oh, the enemy's not going to wait. Yeah, that's true.
We both know this manifest will get you sent away for a long time.
Absolutely, Earth Clan. For the manifest, I'll give you all the creds I made selling the Minigen.
You never know when something like this might come in handy.
If it might change your mind, Earth Clan, returning that manifest would be very profitable for you.
Yeah.
If you give it to the detective, her reward will be a pat on the back.
Yeah.
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine.
Well.
I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
The Eclipse smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world. She's who you're really after, isn't she?
You continue to impress. Yes, I was here tracking the Ardat Yakshi. She is a dangerous criminal, and I will bring her to justice. After your mission is complete, of course.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
I must be sworn to your service so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the code.
Okay, how do you want to do that? Oh, we're gonna mind fuck.
By the code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
No mind fucking, just a little mind masturbation.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to your ship?
I need to speak to the detective.
Actually.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
Actually, about that.
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
I vouch for Shepard and any evidence she brings forward.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came through.
As we always do.
Nora escaped. But I'll get her. At least you put her on the run. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
And now we return back to the Normandy.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We've studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're gonna find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Yes!
In the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
You know, I've noticed that most of these, it's just Jacob in here, not Miranda. I figured Miranda would be more involved in these. Huh, strange. Anyways, let us... who are we gonna go bug? Miranda's busy. Fair enough. She's married to her office.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Excellent.
The commander has put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
There we go. Now to set my cringe-worthy picture for next week. There we go. Alright! That, let me save here. Saving content. Oh god. Yep. Alright. Stretch. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna call it for tonight. I have to get up early and do stuff for work. Thanks. Let me Alt tab over. That's gonna bring. And we're gonna shift over to just chatting for a moment. Let me find someone to raid over to if anyone's still alive. In the meantime, also don't forget I have a Twitter and a Discord. How do you feel about Mass Effect 2 now? It's all right. I feel like the hype that a lot of people gave it, it's impossible for it to live up to all that hype that everyone gave it to. This one definitely feels more shooter than RPG compared to Mass Effect 1. So it does, yeah, more shooter than an RPG. It's like a shooter. It feels like really this is more of a first-person shooter game with a storyline that you get to interact with. Unlike something like Halo, where it's just, here's the storyline, and you're going to go through it. That's how I feel about it so far. If that makes any sense. Let's see here. Is live on Twitch. Also, tomorrow night we should be back with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We'll be picking up from that storyline. Figuring out what's going on about, well, we have the trial to get through. So we'll have to deal with that as well. And then let's see here. Yeah, picking up the third blade because no one else figured to pick up another sword. Let's see. Of course. There we go. So yeah, and then also the YouTube. Yeah, the Spirit Crucible. So yeah. Let's go right over to our good friend. I can't wait for the memes to start. Oh, is that where all the memes in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 come from? If so, alright, I'll be looking forward to that. Anyways, let me get the raid going. I spaced out there for a second. But yeah, we're going to go right over to the always wonderful Womble-tastic. Until next time, y'all be good and be safe. And thank you all for being here, whether y'all were just lurking, chatting, or whatever. Until next time, everyone, take it easy and be safe. Or, well, tomorrow night, haha, because we're doing Xenoblade tomorrow. All right, later. Bye. Oh, wait. It helps to spell Womble's name right. I don't know how I did that one. There we go. There we go. That was a bit awkward. All right. Y'all didn't see anything. Spelling is hard. Spelling is hard. All right, now. Let us be on our way. Till tomorrow night. Later.